Okay, Tuesday morning in the kingdom, and it's nice out here. Yes, there's no wind, there's no rain. It's a nice day. All right, so this morning we woke up to +4, but feels like +3. On the yo-yo scale, +39, but feels like +37 Fahrenheit. Yes, we got trucks of those years. Also, too, last night we boiled water for 1.5 hours. The welder was running, so the house warmed up with that rainwater boiled so I can make my Kool-Aid, yes, and my coffee and everything. So that warms up the house so I don't have to start the wood stove. Yes, so we'll do that probably today because it's chilly. And also too, Johnny G's on his way over. He has to get the freight to arrive from Thompson, and then he's coming over, but he can't call to say what time he's going to arrive because we have no long distance. Yes, what a world we live in. Yes, it's just like those apocalyptic movies or whatever, the doom and gloom of the end of the world, and we're living it this summer. All right, so Johnny G will arrive one day early with our freight, which is kind of nice, but then again, I was getting ready yesterday. My spider senses were tingling, so we're ready. Okay, so we got Johnny G. The new alternator works good. Last night we were pulling about 550 watts with the office lights on, the TV on, the cameras on. Yes, the TV for the cameras, the computer on. Life was good, and the refrigerator was refrigerating. And I think we're at 100% battery charged right up, and we're pulling about 13.2 volts. So it was steady, so that was nice. No drama, so the batteries are fully charged for overnight for the refrigerator. And this morning there was still battery power, and the refrigerator was chugging along. Now, if I had a normal refrigerator, we wouldn't have these problems, but it's highly modified because it's a new style piece of junk. Yes, so it's modified. Yes, and no telephone. So we got it done. So we'll get ready, have our morning coffee, and then get the loader up and running because we have no idea what time Johnny G will arrive. Hopefully before noon, yes. So we'll get the loader up and running. That way it can go to the back gate to get the 2 pallets from Sir Rodney. It'll be like Christmas. Trying to remember what we ordered back in April, May. All right, let's scroll a bit more. It's nice out here. Oh, is it ever nice? Oh, look at that. The yard's getting tidied up. Then we can start taking those shelves apart, figuring out shelves for in the trailer 9. So it was well worth pressure washing them yesterday. All right, a little bit more. We're just about getting dizzy here. Oh, it'll be so nice. We got to move the service truck, but that truck starts and goes. Yes, it starts and goes. Not like when my dad owned it. Yes, all right. So there's one full rotation. Let's go walk the dogs, drink some second cup of coffee, and we get ready for Johnny G arriving. Oh, here comes the boss. What an asshole.
Tuesday morning in WHO-ville. It's almost 10 a.m. and as you can see, it's pretty cloudy out here right now. The sun is trying to peek out from behind the clouds. We do have some blue sky over here. Hopefully we get some rain today. It does say there's a 30% chance of rain in our area, but you never know. Anything could happen. Now let's head inside. I don't really feel like having breakfast because my teeth hurt.
Okay, after morning coffee in the kingdom, and I started the loader that was over there and parked it over there. So it's in the sunshine, just like the dogs. They're all basking in the sunshine. So when Johnny G arrives, the windshield should be defrosted, and then I can see, so we can unload those pallets. Plus, we got the shop ready, and then over here to amuse myself, we're working on the bumpers because we have to figure out why and how come or what's it going to take to get those bumpers on. Then we can tow each other. Yes, we can tow a trailer. All right, let's get to work before Johnny G arrives. Okay, I ran the welder for a bit, but we're also heating the hot water tank in the house too. So I was using the electric impact. That thing seems to have enough oomph or whatever. Yes, all right. So over here, I measured the outside frame rail and it's 34 inches. Yes, just like the 39 Chevy, just like the 38 GMC, just like the 46 Chevy and the 45 Chevy and the 38 Maple Leaf. 34 inches is a popular number with Chevy. But these bumpers here, didn't matter if it came off a Dodge or a square body, they are 38.5 inches where the frame slides in. So we're going to have thought required. And the Reese hitches, doesn't matter. However I build my bracketry, I will make the Reese hitches fit, or the hidden hitch. So over here, okay, so we're 4.5 inches different. So basically a 2-inch spacer block in here would work. But the problem is the frame rails don't come out straight because of the apron on the back of the box, so they have to drop down. Plus we want this to clear the tailgate. That's a minor detail. So thought is going to be required. We might end up making a whole new bracketry in here and come out the way we want it to go. Yes, because we can weld. Yes, we can weld. And I don't know what past me was thinking, not soaking these bolts down with oil back then. Oh wait, that was 3 years ago. I was drinking professionally. Okay, there we go. 2 bumpers stripped apart. Now we can work with them. We got to take those balls off and any electrical grommets or goofy things or anything like that, but we got to take the balls off. I don't think we're going to have balls on it because all the balls will be on the Reese hitches. Yes, hopefully that makes sense. If not, have a drink. Oh wait, I can't. All right, so here we are. We use the electric impact. It's over there. See it there? And it will break off a 7/16 bolt. No problem. It has the power. But these things here, I learned a long time ago, it's a waste of time. That's just to make the thing look beautiful. Yes, just like makeup on a pig. So what's the point? We put normal bolts through because we're not trying to impress anybody. This is the way it is. This truck is a work truck, or these trucks are work trucks. So we know that the bolt won't turn or come apart. So you take the grinder. All right. With the chop saw blade, but that's not the one we used. We used the one with the full guards and everything, safety first at the end of the world. All right, so you cut it down and then take your small chisel and split it open, get the nut to come off. Yes, get the nut to come off, and no damage to the bracketry whatsoever because we're going to repurpose those one more time. So now thoughts required. Do we put brackets in here? But I think we're going to start with the frame over there. Get onto the frame and then drop it down and see what we got. Then they'll give us some ideas on how we're going to attach this bumper, because the bumper is to keep somebody from rear-ending or hurting the body of the truck. It's not to tow any trailers or anything like that. The Reese hitch has to be solid to the truck and to our brackets over there. All right, let's continue the quest as we wait for Johnny G. Johnny G can't phone us because long distance doesn't work, and he can't email us because he has to leave the terminal at Grief Rapids, drive home, take his shoes off, go in the house, turn the computer on to send an email saying he's leaving. So that takes about a half an hour. Yeah, so it's kind of pointless. He'll just arrive and we'll unload him, and then we can unpack our goodies. Okay, lunchtime in the kingdom, and I got the mini power source running, so I'll have full battery or full power when I go in the house so I can turn the lights on. All right, so we mocked up the bumper. Yes, the shop floor is a little not level, but we got it on. I think that'll look good. Also, too, having no balls there, okay, that means I can put the Reese hitch up nice and close. I don't have to worry about the balls going on and off, so I think we got it. So this bumper's a little deeper, as you'd say, for the Chevys of this era, because I think it was 2 inches shorter or something. They were kind of a thin bumper at the back, but this is what we got, and this is what we're going to use. And we made the blueprint here. Oh, I got the burps. There. So that's the piece we're going to have to cut out down there, and I better do it while my memory's still fresh as I burp away. Unreal. All right, let's go have a sandwich and wait for Johnny G to arrive with our pallets from the south, the long-awaited pallets.
1 p.m. and I'm just finishing feeding the dogs. I'm not feeling the greatest. My teeth are pretty sore, so I didn't have lunch today. I got the quad out and aired the tire up because Johnny G is supposed to be bringing 2 pallets over for us. I'm not sure if he is today. If not, it'll be tomorrow. But other than that, we're not going to be doing much in the kingdom today. So let's head inside and wait for my dad to message to let me know if Johnny G is coming or not.
Okay, after lunch in the kingdom, and I had a peanut butter and honey sandwich, knowing that Johnny G would arrive. So if I started cooking KD, which you have to stir consecutively for 10 minutes to get the noodles nice and smooth, Johnny G would have arrived. So here we are waiting for Johnny G, and then when Johnny G arrives with our pallets, the staff will come over. So here I am, how would you say, working without air? Yes, without air. So I'm trying to get the balls off the bumpers. So that's the joys of the mini hoe. Also too, I don't mind this. Can we see that the bumper has a twig or twigging this way? So once I get that ball off using the green pipe here, I remember it's green because I painted it green. I remember that color. Yes. So then I'll beat that into submission, give it a twist. Oh, the joys, the handy mini hoe. Yes, for doing everything but digging dirt. All right, let's get to work because hopefully we'll get into this project and Johnny G will arrive. Okay, just about 2 o'clock and Johnny G will drive by the front gate. He might have broke down because he'll drive by the front gate, beep the horn. We haven't heard anything, so maybe he did break down because he did break down, what, 3 times last week, I think it was. Or was that the week before? All right, so over here, we wasted a lot of time trying to save a ball. What was I thinking? And then it broke. Yeah, so we got it broke off. So that was a lot of Hercules strength there with the green pipe. Then I got smart, just cut the crap off. And then you get looking at this stuff. These balls were put on back in 2005. Yeah, somewhere in that era. So according to my calculations and Sesame Street, that's 2 years. 20 years. Oh, I can't even think. All right. So there we go. So we got this bumper laying flat, straight, kind of, sort of, maybe. Looking good. And then we got this one over on the table, getting beat into submission. So we got to get them looking straight, and I would say, yeah, looking straight, so when we put them on the truck, they kind of look straight. We can't put them on crooked, and then they would look crooked. All right, let's continue the quest. Let's go check the messages, see if Johnny R. yeah, Johnny G. Messenger said he broke down or something. Oh, these lips aren't working. It's due to lack of alcohol. Okay, coffee time in the kingdom, and we got the bumper straight. Yes, beating them on that 1-inch table using the mini hoe, and they got them over here. So I came up with this template or blueprint or whatever. You can see it's kind of been taped together again because I made some mistakes again for the first time in my life. All right, let's go see what I was doing. Okay, even the dogs are lounging and enjoying the sunshine. So I wasn't going to go in the house and have the mini power source running and making noise. All right, so we're over here. This is a new work table. Yes, 300 gallons of fresh rainwater. Oh, it's going to taste so good in my Kool-Aid. So we got a piece of cardboard out. We got the taper because I make mistakes. And you can see we got to add it and change it. But then again, that's the blueprint I'm doing, or drew up before lunchtime. So this is what we came up with. So this is the best way to do it. And also too, using the family heirloom. So I was probably in grade kindergarten or grade 3, was using this same ruler. All right, so that's Barnes Hardware Store, Esso Products, Bone China, Gibbs, Medora, Manitoba. All right, let's take this here. No, we're not going to spank somebody on the bum. No, the teacher used to smack it over our hands. All right. So Barnes Freighter was my grandpa. All right. So his brother had Barnes Hardware Store, Medora. So that's where they were both based out of. So it was a pretty good town. How would you say? Like it was all Barneses. We had all the businesses, everything. And now nobody's there. Nobody's there. But I'm up here with Barnes Hardware and Barnes Freighters. All right, let's go make some coffee and check to see where Johnny G is.
3 p.m. my dad just sent me a message saying Johnny G is in the kingdom, so I'll head on over and give my dad a hand unloading the pallets. Made it to the kingdom and Johnny G is down there waiting for us, so we'll get in the loader and the quad and head on down to grab our 2 pallets. Thank you so much, Sir Rodney and Paul down at Westrans. Got both of the pallets off, no problem. Now we'll take them up one at a time to the house. These will be put into the shop so we can unload them at a later date. Got the first pallet into the shop, and it is a nice little generator. This was gifted to us and was sent to Sir Rodney for him to send up to us. Apparently the motor is blown out of here, but that is okay. We can find another purpose for it, also replace the motor and get it to work in different ways. Other than that, looks like there's nothing wrong with it. It's a very nice little generator, and it even has a pretty big tank on the top. Just got the second pallet into the shop. Now I can open it up. Thank you so much again to Sir Rodney and Paul and everyone else down at Westrans. This is greatly appreciated. I don't even remember what we ordered. Now let's open it up and see what's inside. Started opening up the pallet here. These two are gifts. Thank you guys so much for sending them to Sir Rodney since we cannot get mail. I'll have to open this up and show you what's inside. Sir Rodney also sent up a smoke detector for my dad since he has a wood stove, and he got me some new shoes. Thank you so much, Sir Rodney. My last shoes got wrecked when we were fighting fires. In the little box here, we had this. This is actually pretty cool. Open it up and it looks like everything is there. And then this box, which was also a gift, has a bunch of valves in it. Perfect timing too, because we just used all of ours for the fire season. Going through the pallet, and it looks like I found some fire extinguishers. These here are to go on the quad. One goes on each quad, and then this one here goes in my backpack because whenever I'm out doing something, I always carry a fire extinguisher on me. 5 p.m. and I'm officially done in the kingdom. It'll take my dad a day or two to get everything off of the pallet and organize it. We forgot some of the stuff that we even ordered. It's been so long. This stuff has been sitting down at Westrans for a while now. Let's head back into WHO-ville so I can make supper. Just got back from the kingdom. Now I can put the quad away, get the power source started, and let the dogs out. Then I can make supper. It is starting to get pretty windy out here, so let's head inside and end my day.
Okay, I quickly unpacked the box to try and remember what we all ordered back in April, May. Yes, we got some paint, we got some tar over there, and Paul, the shipper, did an excellent job because the stuff was thrown in, tossed out, and more stuff added. It was unreal, but we thank Paul, the shipper, for helping us out, and Sir Rodney for buying everything and getting it going. So we'll go over this tomorrow. When I figure out what it's for, we'll recap on it. We got everything here. Yes, and we got the gifts, the generator, and at the far end, we tried to keep everything organized. Okay, the reason why Johnny G was late, because he couldn't get repaired in Thompson. He's driving the truck we fixed last Friday with that bottom rat hose, and he went to Thompson thinking they would change out the truck or send him to a repair shop for a quick repair with a new hose and be good to go. But no, he wasted time in Thompson trying to get fixed, but everybody's busy and no replacement truck. So he said, well, hell, the king of obsolete fixed it. We're good to go, because he knows when I fix it, we fix it right. It's not the first time he's had to keep driving. So we had everything laid out. You can see the hoses, everything, everywhere. We got shadows because I think it's 7 o'clock. I don't know. All right. So we had everything laid out. By the time we put everything away, it's pointless. So stay a little bit extra, get some overtime, get it done, because it takes time to put everything away. Also too, we went and found these sheets of material, and they're pre-curved. Yes, they're curved. We think this is a replacement for a bottom of a tank. Yes, a tank at the mine, because they would order it in because it would rust out with all the chemicals at the mine. So they put this on the tank. Oh, I was eating peanuts. I got the burps. All right, we're just about done. Bear with me. This isn't AI generated. So we saved this for over the years. This is nice material. It wasn't all pitted, but it's curved. So what do we do with the curve? Oh, can we see the curve? There, that's a curve. Yeah. So let's put it in here. Okay. So here's my template that I, relived grade 3 over. Fit it in here. And each one of these has to be notched for the bumper. I made a note here. Each bumper is different. Each side is different. I tried the template here in the bumper over here, and it was different. Oh, hand and eye coordination lesson, Esmond. Oh, geez, I should be used to this sober. All right. So we cut out the plates, and it turned out well. There's not much grinding involved, and now we can put them on. But the thing is these plates are 3/8 thick, and the Reese hitch square is going to be in here somewhere. Yeah, because here will be on the bumper. The bumper is more like a step now, okay? It's not going to be towing a trailer or anything. It's a step bumper. Ooh, I'll have to remember that. So the Reese hitch will be welded in here with that rectangle once it's going into place. So there's the Reese hitches over here. So they'll work out good. And the thing is we get rid of all the crap, tuck them up nice under the step bumper, and we should be good to go. And then, because we'll never be pulling heavy loads, because we only got a 256 cylinder on these trucks. Yeah, so we won't be pulling the big RV, you know, and stuff like that. All right, let's get the tools put away, and then we can, how would you say, walk the dogs and relax. This has been a busy day. Okay, we're done for the day. I got the mini power source running over there, so everything will be charging well, so I can message the staff saying I'm going to walk the dog, so if I don't return, she knows where to look for me. All right, so that was a good production day. We got the bumper figured out for the film trucks, and over here the flags are in their natural state. The sun is getting lower and lower each day at closing time. Oh my. All right, let's go walk the dogs, make a video, and we'll talk to you later.